All right, hey everybody, I'm on a time constraint here to get this video done, but I wanted to get it done because it is getting closer to winter time, and a lot of people's chickens are going through their molts, and sometimes that happens like right before winter or right in the beginning of winter, and then your poor chickens don't have their feathers to keep them warm. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today, and explain to you a couple different things. So what you need to do at the time that they are molting is increase their protein levels. To do that naturally, which is the way that I like to go, is I raise mealworms, and so they get live mealworms to help them grow back their feathers. And their feathers are made out of keratin, and that's kind of like the stuff that's in our nails to make our nails grow. It's a protein rich thing, so they need to have a boost of protein. If your chickens are in coops all the time, but and don't get out to forage and get bugs and stuff, which is high in protein, then you might want to look into other means like dried mealworms. Most local feed stores carry that. I like to do it the natural way with live mealworms and not with commercial feed. If you have the ability to allow your chickens to forage and get out like I do, then that's your best bet. They can get insects and worms and what have you. So that brings me to another topic relating to the chickens and their feathers and wintertime, and that is that some chickens choose, and there's a lot of factors. I might have touched on this in other videos before, but my chickens are trying to eat my my blackberry leaves through the fence right now. Anyway, so laying in the winter, some people's chickens stop laying in the winter, and like I said, there's multiple reasons for that. The daylight hours decrease, and there is like a hormonal gland that they have that actually detects that. And read up on it. It's very interesting. And then also, they naturally go to their protein source for energy to stay warm in the winter, and therefore lessens the amount that goes to production of eggs. So again, in the wintertime, if you boost their protein levels, especially if you can do it naturally with mealworms, live mealworms are the best, my personal opinion. But that's an excellent way to get them to continue to lay for you, where it's not affecting the bird. The bird is simply trying to survive the cold winter, and therefore its protein levels go to keeping them warm. So boost their protein levels, and they'll not only stay warm, but they will still give you eggs. Another thing with chickens and their feathers, especially through the molt. I gotta turn you around. Hold on, let me go in. Again, because, you guys already know that I compost, and I use my chickens to help me compost. Well, because their feathers are high in protein as well as nitrogen. If you know anything about composting, or you've watched any of my videos, you know that to compost you have to have carbon and nitrogen. So anyway, their feathers act as boosting of the compost with protein, but as well as that amount of nitrogen that we need in the compost to make it active and do its thing. So as you can see, we're here in here's our breeder pens. And every day I rotate who gets to come out. Sometimes all right, sorry, I had to run back in the house really quick for something. So anyway, back to the feathers and the compost. As I was saying, the breeder pens, they switch off. Sometimes I let them come out all day by themselves, and then sometimes I switch between two of them. I'll let one come out half the day and whatever. Well, when they come out, I go into their coop. I rake up the feathers that may be in there, and I bring a mixture of poop, and I'll bring it out, and I'll add it to our piles. And those piles get soaked down with water, and then they get turned. Well, so the chickens do a great job at aerating. As you can see, they've made holes in the pile. The pile used to be pretty tall, and then they kind of they knock it down, as you can see. And so then I have my big landscaping rake here that we use and then the pitchfork we use to turn the soil. And so I'll just like aim it over here at a different area and then build the pile again and layer in between water. And sometimes we'll add some straw if we've added greens from the house, meaning greens like from our compost pail inside the house, whether it be kitchen scraps or coffee grounds, filters, that kind of stuff. And so my point here in all of this is that building compost is amazing, and the chickens help with that, with their feathers, their protein-rich feathers, nitrogen-rich feathers, their nitrogen poop. Again, everything here on the farm has a purpose, and that's why I raise the mealworms. And that's why we have the chickens. Our chickens are here for us. They're a dual purpose breed, and they're here for us for eggs as well as meat, as well as building our compost that we use to grow all of our garden goodness. This is what I did all of this past January through March, is I made compost every single day. And then through the season, we also continued to build our compost piles, with the gardener bringing by the grass clippings from really clean yards. And he'd never brought it to us if it had ever been treated with any fertilizers or weed killers. He only gives it to us from special yards. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base on that with a lot of you if you don't or aren't aware of those things. It's kind of amazing what life, whether it be plant life or animal life, can do to help us out with growing. And, you know, the normal person might have just bagged up all of their their feathers and thrown them away in the dump. And, oh my gosh, you are wasting goodness. So anyway, be good to your chickens and be good to your soil. And I hope you all have a great day. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much. If you aren't subscribed yet, we would love you to hit that subscribe button and help our channel out so that more people can learn if they don't already know. And I think if everybody could share a little bit of what they know, the world would be a lot more knowledgeable. You guys all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.